Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. It is December 2020, and Hirosashii's here.
Hi.
And Laura's here.
Hey.
And Paleo's here.
Hi.
And Saber's here.
Hi.
And Sarah's here.
Hello.
And I'm here. I'm ACRacebest. Welcome in, everybody, to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. We've made it to December. In the world, they said we'd... In the year, they said we'd never make it through. But by golly, we're doing our darndest. 2020 is almost over. And I think, like, every year, I feel like the jokes... Or maybe not even joke, but everyone's like, oh my god, that was the worst. But I think we're all going to be fairly unanimous on this one.
Yeah.
2020 sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I look back at, like, remember when, like back in 2016 where people were saying, like, oh, yeah, that year was really terrible. And then I'm trying to think back, I was like, what terrible happened in 2016?
I don't know.
Like,
I went to like 7 conventions and life was good because, you know.
Conventions.
Zootopia came out. Zootopia came out that year.
See, good things happen.
So it was the worst.
Oh.
Can you not? Again, welcome everybody. We'd like to kick off these podcasts with our food posts.
I gotta retweet that we're live.
Oh shoot, that's why I was sanitizing my phone so I could retweet that we're live too. I couldn't think of it at the time, but I knew I'd come up with a good reason. So we're gonna see what kind of food people are eating.
Alrighty. Let me get to the most. Let's see. Okay.
Sarah's getting that all set. I was blowing off my phone because there was a hair on it.
Was?
Yeah, I realized that probably sounded really weird. All right, let's retweet that.
Alright, 1 second. Sorry, I'm still pulling it up.
Sarah's
I'm
working on
sorry.
it. Sarah's working on it, everybody. Everyone just stay calm. All right, I know it's December. I know Christmas is just around the corner.
Okay.
I know we've had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Is 23 days really just around the corner?
Yes.
You know, this year, kinda.
You know what's weird? Like, every single month blasted by to the point where I thought I was in, like, a time machine. But then November hit, and I was like, this is the longest month I have ever experienced.
Really?
Ever. I don't know. It must have been elections. Man. Like, it must have been. Just, like, that whole energy around all of that.
You
I
know,
think made November.
until you pointed out that the elections happened in November, I honestly was like, I thought November flew by, but yeah.
Yeah, November, the elections happened in that month, remember?
There were certainly, things that made that month go very slow.
Alright, are we ready for food post?
Let's do it.
Alright.
Yes, food.
Oh,
Sarah,
that didn't work.
your
The
gadget,
button didn't work. Come on.
she's working on her buttons. It's all through her phone.
Yeah.
You had to do it manually.
Yeah, I had to do it manually.
So you still are going to get a crick in your neck.
Where was it? Maybe it was.
Such a crick in your neck.
Oh yeah, I was pressing the wrong button.
I'm glad someone...
Did I say the right answer?
Yes, that was correct. You win.
Thank you.
All right. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Good evening once again, Semi-Perfect Podcast crew. This is Taylor, enjoying some spicy tuna roll sushi for the podcast this evening.
Yum.
Nice.
I feel like tuna is the furthest fish from being a fish.
What?
Explain.
So, like, I'd love to. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's the chicken of the sea, you know? It's the...
Isn't that salmon though?
No, I thought tuna was chicken of the sea.
Okay, maybe.
Was I don't know.
I don't know either one of those.
So, all I know is that I've been confused because when I was younger, I think I thought that I had tuna sandwiches. and I found out that I think they were actually chicken salad sandwiches. And so I was very confused for a while because I'm like, yeah, I used to actually eat tuna because, as most people here probably know, I don't like fish. And I in my head I was like, oh yeah, there was the exception there, but now I'm like, no, that was always chicken salad. And in other words, I hope that makes sense. All right, next up, we got. I have no explanation. Sarah.
Oh, sorry. I literally just zoned
Stayed
out.
me.
Sarah's just thinking about how stupid of an answer I had.
All right, Nikki D says, it's been a while since I was able to enjoy the semi-perfect pod. Y'all miss me? Got some water and Age of Calamity for my SBP Foods post. Let's chill. Of course we missed
Hell
you.
yeah.
And good luck with Age of Calamity. I've been playing it, and I've been enjoying it. It's a
What
good
is
game.
Oh,
Age
yeah,
of
Saber and I need to
Calamity?
start that soon.
Is that Zelda stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Hyrule Warriors
Zelda.
game.
Oh.
Breath
Hell
of
yeah.
the Wild.
That's a game I need to play at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested in playing that.
We got Nathaniel. Oh, what do we got here? Currently having some shrimp and grits, which was mixed with various spices, bell peppers, onions, ground sausage, and most
Sausage.
importantly, I know, I was like, I'm tripping. Most importantly, shrimp. A sausage.
That sounds like an actual meal. Like, good for you, dude.
That's really good.
Says it's definitely a pretty nice and spicy combo.
Nice.
The last word, I almost read it as jumbo, which,
Yeah.
would I be far off?
Jumbo?
Gumbo.
Yeah. Gumbo? I don't know. I don't know what food's called. I have bars.
All right, we got Fritz Roll. Hope everyone had a fun/safe Thanksgiving last week, even though it's not Christmas and finals. And finals week is coming up for me. Doesn't mean I can't eat these festive sweets and hang around with my favorites in my perfect pod peeps. Wish me luck. Good luck.
That's a big bowl.
That is a
big jar.
thing of M&Ms.
How many M&Ms are in this jar?
Do you bet those are kisses in the back?
Ooh, if we guess correctly, do we win the M&Ms?
You know, I feel like you always win lame things. They're like, you don't want.
It's never the candy.
Yeah, they're always like, oh no, this candy's been in this jar for like 800 years. You don't want this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, though.
Does that mean that the number hasn't changed in those 800 years?
That's the real question.
Yeah. We're gonna. It's the same person guesses the same number every year. They're
Yeah.
like, this guy is so smart. All right, Nora says hi to my perfect podcast. Having some leftover birthday cake from my birthday party
birthday,
last
Nora.
night. Happy birthday, Nora!
Happy birthday.
It's finally cold in
Happy
Miami,
birthday.
and I'm watching y'all on Lyra, my new laptop. Love you and miss you guys. Hugs and kisses to you all.
Nice. I already got the laptop decked out with the Pinkie Pie sticker there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I love the plates.
Plate with Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash.
That's a good plate. I wonder what the cake
there's
looked
Pinkie
like.
Pie
Was it
that's
a
being covered.
MLP cake, Nora? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It probably was a mermaid themed cake.
Or a mermaid. I mean, regardless of what it was.
Sea ponies.
It could be a
perhaps?
sea pony, yeah.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike, Sarah.
Like tuna.
We got
A tuna cake.
Caleb. Yeah, I think it's Caleb.
Khalib.
Looks like something. Like a taco salad. It looks
No,
like,
I'm gonna let you take this one.
with very big olives on top and cheese and sour cream.
Those are gigantic olives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's a very small taco salad.
Yeah, I think it's a taco salad.
That's also true. Laura's onto something here. It definitely looks to me like a taco salad. Nora says it was a tiny cake with balloons. Still
Oh.
sounds delicious.
Pinkie Pie has balloons on her butt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Look at her butt.
Okay, and we got Britt Fields munching on pepperoni and pineapple pizza because pineapple 100% goes on pizza. Okay.
Hey, that's a good way to safeguard your pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here?
We got a few more. Let's see here.
Dawson says, I ate my Subway Wait a minute.
Subway pizza sandwich.
Subway pizza sandwich, and devoured it. All I left behind is this. A
Yeah,
can
you can ask for that at Subway.
What is that?
What kind of
Cool.
meats
Yeah,
and-
a Subway.
What kind of meats?
So I know that they have a meatball sub,
Uh-huh.
and I would guess that what they do is they have the like.
Yeah, they have pepperoni and cheese and stuff, and you can put it in the they toast it. It's just like a pizza sandwich.
I love how matter of fact Paleo sounds right now. Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you know, this is.
Don't you plebs know that?
I've just never even thought of it as a possibility. We got Anime Guy 01 says, I got some Doritos taco flavor. Taco flavored Dorito. Man, you guys are showing up tonight. Diet Coke and trying to complete my Pokemon home and Pokemon Sword Pokédex.
Nice. That looks like a very vintage bag of Doritos.
It does.
Taco
Tuesday.
flavored
It's like taco seasoning.
Doritos.
Yeah.
I guess that makes
That
sense.
sounds like it'd be really good.
The thing that
Yeah.
cracks me up, and people would see it on the stream, is that this whole time I'm just looking at this fast food trending, which is the McRib is
The McRib.
trending, and I'm just like, does McDonald's like unrelease and release it like 6 times throughout the year?
Every year.
Like, McDonald's fans are going going McCrazy over news.
Crazy.
I can't even
Yo,
read.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
hate
speaking of tacos,
Okay.
we ordered taco. What?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What about tacos?
Yeah. Taco Bell has this new thing called the toasted cheddar chalupa.
Yep, I had
It
it.
has like, yeah, it's like cheddar on the outside of the chalupa shell.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It was
Sounds
good.
messy, but
It was good. Taco Bell has such variety.
do they though?
Variety with the same 5 ingredients.
They have a lot of menu items.
Everything
I
is
mean.
the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of menu items.
They have a lot of menu items.
We
How
got
many different ways can you order the same thing?
Yeah.
They're like, wait, what if we put the meat as the shell and then put tortilla chips inside?
They did that before with the chicken tacos. Remember those?
Oh,
They
did.
You're right.
Yeah, with
So
the
funny.
chicken as the shell.
Oh
We
my
got
God.
Cheyenne with popped popcorn for the
Mm.
stream, and hopefully you can welcome a new Brony/Pegasisters to the fandom. This community is so wonderful, and hope you enjoy your night.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Cheyenne!
Hey.
We got a new
New
Brony
people?
Pegasister? Heck yeah! I told you guys this fandom ain't going anywhere! Yes!
Oh well, you know what that means. We gotta start watching pony episodes right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Reyes, I'm sorry. She just got canceled.
That happens every 5 minutes, I swear.
No, you're fine, Cheyenne. Welcome. We hope you enjoy the Semi Perfect podcast.
Oh man, we can all work together to do less
Alright,
of that.
Let's see if we missed anything. Oh, let's see here. Here we go.
Thought
We
you were
got
singing about Final
Austin
Fantasy.
Benson. Not really food, but I got some blackberry ginger ale, and this bad boy is pretty damn good. Also, recently reached 1K followers on Twitter, so yeah, nice.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Blackberry ginger ale. Huh.
That sounds like it would be a very good mixer.
So I can hear Lammy snoring in the background.
Yeah. I saw
Oh,
that.
Yeah, he's like right in front of the mic.
What a good boy.
Are we putting him to sleep, Lammy? You're trying to tell me something? Well, that was our food post. Thank you everyone for submitting your food. We always enjoy seeing those, and again, always enjoy having new people join us. So Cheyenne, again, welcome in. Hope you have a grand old time. There's plenty. See, that's the thing with getting into the fandom at this point. Is like, my God, do you have years and years of content, whether it's canon or fandom made? So, yeah, welcome in. You know.
Sorry, let's talk about Lammy.
He woke up.
Oh,
Aw.
He heard you.
Let him sleep.
we
He's
just
a good boy.
we just cancel the podcast so Lammy can sleep. We're like, guys, we can't do this anymore. Lammy's taking a nap. All right. Well, what do we have on the Doc. Oh, I always like this part.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch up with our friends.
Yeah.
See what everyone's up to. Saber, what are you up to lately?
I got to see Laura for Thanksgiving because we had.
That's me.
That's Laura. And
Hi,
we.
I'm Laura.
Hi.
She's cool. And we hung out and watched movies and played video games.
Lewd.
And Paleo's visiting. And but just by the way, like we are all a bunch of hermit crabs who never see any humans ever, so we're playing it safe.
Oh yeah, the only people I've like in person interacted with like in the past month have been the people at my office, which is like all of 5 other people,
Yeah.
and Steven.
Well,
And
it's
my gynecologist, but you know, I have to go to the doctor every once in a while, so.
heck yeah.
Well, my gynecologist too.
Well, yeah, yours too.
We make it a yearly,
Okay,
like an annual party.
Yeah, we have to do it at the same time, so that way it's just one trip.
We Congo line in. Safe. So, been playing a lot of Phasmophobia with you guys. It's
Yes.
been so much fun. I've been having a blast with that. And there was a really funny clip earlier today on the Reddit where it had like a ghost that killed somebody near the basement staircase at the top of the staircase on Tanglewood, and the body flung down the stairs like at breakneck speed. And I was like, what? So it's got a tinge of game physics madness, which is always nice. So good
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah. And if anyone would like to see see us playing these on Ready Player Dem, you can check out all of our gameplay. We've been having fun. Laura, since we got kind of I was gonna say a taste, but now that just seems like the wrong choice of word. But like, since we know kind of what's been up, what else has been up with you the last couple weeks?
Yeah, so it's been a while. I haven't been here in a while because my work schedule has been stupid.
Yeah.
We keep getting this client who like wants us to do expedited stuff and then doesn't tell us until like 2 days before they want us to start doing it, and it's like, okay, everybody destroy your sleep schedules, it'll be fine for an indeterminate amount of time, you know. So aside from work stuff though, I mean, obviously I've been playing Phasmophobia with all you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready, I'm packing up my stuff and I'm moving back to my house. So that's going to be exciting because soon I'm going to start working from home. It is time, and I'm very excited about it.
Nice.
And my mom sent me a advent calendar. Well, one of them is a dinosaur advent calendar. So
What?
just like these little, it's just these little like dinosaur figures. They're like these like cheapo plastic dinosaur figures, but it's fun because like you get to open a new one every day.
Nice.
But she also sent me an advent calendar that's 12 days of wine myths. So I get a little like 2-glass like mini bottle of wine
Wow.
for 12 days in a row. It's pretty rad.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's like different like countries, like different regions of wine and like different kinds, different grapes.
Yeah, it's like I just want the
so
wine, damn.
fancy.
Well, how about that? Now, what do you do with the wine? Do you just keep it?
Yeah, so you can either store it, you know, you can put some glitter in there and then display it with some Christmas lights. Some people will, you know, draw little faces on the outside of the bottle, and then that'll be like a little Christmas doll, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
But you don't drink it though.
Well, I'm already drinking it.
Well, very
I
good.
guess I'm doing it wrong.
No, I think you're, especially with the year we've all had, and like you said, your work schedule lately, I'd say you deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
Paleo, what about you? What's new?
Yeah, I'm over here at Sabers. We did a live stream on Monday with Jim, our friend Jim Israel, and we were doing a live stream about our top movies of the 2010s, since me and Jim had been wanting to do something like that for a while. And since like no movies really came out this year, at least theatrically, we decided to do this at the end of the year. Like we're close to the end of the year. And we both had like our top 10 list and then some honorable mentions. And Saber was there too, and we talked about a bunch of the
Saber was there too.
And I was there too.
Yeah, we were talking about like mainly like live action movies, since both like me and Saber have done videos on our top animated movies of the 2010s, but we hadn't really talked about our like the live action movies that we really liked from the 2010s.
What's sad though is that we talked about how Mad Max was on your list and number 1 on Jim's list. The guy who was Immortan Joe died yesterday.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah, 73.
Dang.
Dang.
But he definitely a cool career, and Immortan Joe was a wonderful villain.
What a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good role. He did a great job considering that like he plays such a simple role where it's like I'm evil, and sometimes that can be like it's not enough, but he executed it so well where it's like no, it's delightfully evil. This is perfect. Let's go.
Also been playing more PS5. I finally started Demon Souls.
Oh, do you like it?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The really hard part about it is that when you're starting out, you don't get to level up your stats until you beat the first boss.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must be this good to play this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paleo, have you played Hades at all?
No, I haven't. I want to though.
That's all I've been playing, like, all day, every day.
What is Hades?
It is a dungeon crawler game that's been out for a few months, and it's really, like, beautifully done. Like, the art is just incredible. Like, it looks great, feels great. There's a lot of fun
Sarah.
characters.
You gotta play it, Sarah. It's like
Yeah.
right up your alley.
Oh, yeah, Sarah, you would love it.
Yeah, have you ever played like Bastion or Transistor?
I've played
Nope.
Transistor.
Transistor.
Okay, yeah, it's from the same developer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I will have to give it a try.
Indeed.
Indeed.
It is a stupidly good game, yes. You would probably like it.
Well, Hero.
Hero, have you been playing Hades?
Yeah.
Not. Oh, is it my turn to speak now? Did we just like segue into that?
Yes.
Okay. I have played. I've played it. I'm not playing it right now because I've been
Okay.
playing World of Warcraft Shadowlands basically
Nice.
every day since it's come out. This is the best WoW has been since Mr. Pandaria, like easily.
Oh, wow.
So I say that like everyone knows what a Mr. Pandaria is. It's the best it's been since like.
It's the Kung Fu Panda expansion.
Yeah, exactly. It's since like 2013, basically. This game has kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. But now it's not as sucky. Yay.
Well,
That's what I've
good.
been doing. Like, that's it.
That's it? That's everything?
Yep.
Well, cool. Cool.
Working, but that's boring. You know that.
Working is boring. I always, for some reason, like hesitate mildly when I say something like that. I'm like, what if my manager
yeah, dude,
is
think about
watching?
it. You're a professional YouTube. You watch your own videos every day for your job, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta ask. I'm gonna Saber. Even though you do what you love, does work still tire you out?
Hold on, let me make fun of Race a little bit more before I answer your question.
Of course.
There'll be times during the day where I get a like on my comment from like 7 years ago on Race's video, and I'm like, he's watching videos at work.
Listening. I listen to videos at work.
Oh, I do too. Absolutely.
I did that at my Rico job too when I was doing copy sales. Like, just it's like a little like audio in the background, like why I did work. It's good Zen stuff.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Hero, it depends. I think I won't deny that I think I've gotten used to this lifestyle, and if I spent a week doing copier sales again or Starbucks, I would quickly be like, hallelujah, I'm glad I don't do this. And so I need to like appreciate myself, what I have every so often.
No, I like that sentence. I need to appreciate myself more. Not
I'm
enough.
just like, I'm so great.
I'm amazing. Now, though there are times where it's like, I don't know, it's the idea of like, you do what you love, so you never work. And it's like, nah, it's still challenging.
It's still work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think some folks where even if you do land that dream job, it's not like every single day you're waking up going, I am 100% on it, fire, let's go. It's like,
Yeah, no way.
there'll be
I
days
don't
where
think
it's
that
like-
life exists.
Well, here's something that's interesting is the idea of like when you do what you love. Because I believe that, at least for me and a lot of other people, like, okay, Jesse Cox, the guy who does video games on YouTube, he has his work computer for games and streams, and then lawyer friend Tristan told me that Jesse Cox has another computer for recreational gaming. That's not work. And
That's
I
a
think
really
that's
good idea.
Yeah,
To
I
like
like
separate
that.
work and play.
That's important. I think
Yeah.
draft said something about like to that effect where you are your surroundings, and it's called like the Renaissance effect or something like that. And how this is a very long-winded answer, but to wrap it up, yeah, I'm blessed. But there are days where it's like I don't want to do anything. Like, even if it's a fun project, it still burns me out.
Right.
Yeah, I see that making sense. It reminds me of kind of like when I got a really big video project that I'm working on, like a Bronies React, and it's like even though I love doing it, when I hit upload on that video, it's like all this weight comes off of your shoulders where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, that's done.
Yeah.
We survived that, and it's not a distaste toward the work. It's just you know,
A lot of work.
yeah. So I can imagine doing it all the time. Like you said, Saber, it's one of those things where compared to what you were doing, it's it's like, oh, this is the life, but it doesn't mean that it's easy by any means. So
Yeah.
well, we've caught up with everybody, and Sarah found her cup of water.
Yeah, I've been literally searching for my cup of water that I poured for 2 minutes because I thought I left it back in the kitchen, but I tucked it away behind the computer screen.
Yeah, you guys missed this, but Sarah's like, I can't find it. It's nowhere. Oh, it's right where I put it, right next to me. Well, Sarah, we got a couple things here, animation related, that we are going to talk about here today.
Are you not going to talk about your 2 weeks?
Oh shit, that's right. We lived.
Yeah.
How were your last 2 weeks, Sarah?
I'm made employee of the quarter at my work.
Hey.
Get it.
Yeah. They gave me some gift cards for stuff.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you didn't tell me
Like a
that.
$25 gift card for Starbucks and then a $25 gift card for iTunes.
Oh.
Why did they give you like a bonus?
I don't know. We're in a small business.
Sarah,
You deserve more, Sarah.
no, I'll tell you this though. I can always tell when a person's got a good work ethic. Like DB Matt has a wonderful work ethic. Sarah, you've got a good work ethic. I always appreciate people who get shit done. Like there's something very admirable about that. Hero, you're one of those folks. Well, I feel like the entire golden generation got shit done.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, when World War II is kind of a thing, I guess you kind of have to.
Chicken or die.
But no, I appreciate people who get shit done. I really do. Race, you're not one of them. I hate you.
I know.
Actually, you're scary good at getting things done. It's kind of there are moments where I'm like, Race, when do you poop?
When do I stop is the question.
When do I not poop?
Anything else, Sarah?
Been playing video games and all that.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I drove behind an RV that had like a flatbed trailer full of junk that wasn't like properly tied down, and I'm just like, that's multiple accidents waiting to happen. Like they had like a
Yeah.
generator back there, like buckets of stuff, tools.
Is it Christmas?
Is it dinner time?
Right. Like, what?
Santa?
That's lamey.
Oh, the boy. Lamb to Claus.
I just
Paleo, do you mean get a Paleo or you got him?
what is
Paleo
it?
got him locked away. I think Paleo
Yeah, water bowl.
it's Lame's water bowl and his little collar hits the
Yeah.
bowl when he drinks out of it.
No, you don't have to.
No, he's
And
fine.
Paleo's so sweet because Paleo's downstairs on the couch where Lammy's hanging out, and Paleo actually picked Lammy up and take him to the water bowl. So Paleo's been really sweet.
All right,
Paleo was thirsty too. He got
he's
it.
done now.
Thank you, Paleo.
But yeah, to finish on Sarah's trailer, it was like a cousin Eddie, like
Yeah.
like he's coming back. And here he is for Christmas. My last 2 weeks have consisted of my car in a lot of ways. So I had to get new registration stickers for my car. And it was weird because the paper form usually very clearly states you need to get a smog check, and for some reason mine didn't have that anywhere. So I was like, cool, I don't need to. And then I got something in the mail saying, that's great that you paid for your registration, but you haven't smogged your car, so you're not getting your stickers yet. And I'm like, oh, well, fine. And we went to this place nearby. Sarah, being the gracious wife that she is, took my car to get smogged while I was working, and it failed.
Yeah.
And now my car has this weird habit where if I go on a drive that's about, let's say, hour and a half, 2 hours, and let's say that I'm driving just slightly over the speed limit, the car will
Just hypothetically.
very, like, we're talking like only 30, 40 miles per hour over. Not really. Don't speed, children. But if I do push the car, especially on like hills, every now and then the check engine light comes on, and it stays on for like 2 days, and then it goes away. And I've never had the opportunity to actually get it checked out, because by the time I've ever made it to an auto shop, it's gone. And since it's gone, there's no reading for it. So, yeah, I just was like, whatever. Well, my check engine light was on when Sarah took it in. My car passed everything. Emissions, fine. Everything, fine. Paint job, decent. And then they're like, but your check engine light's on.
Yeah.
It'd
And
be
how
like
long did
that.
you
Oh
wait
my
for
God.
them? How long did you wait
I
for
was
them?
there for about an hour.
About an hour for
Yeah.
them to
Easy.
say, by the way, you failed because your check engine light's on.
Yeah. You think that'd be the first thing they check, and then they're, if that's like an automatic failure, then
Thanks for your
I
60
shouldn't
bucks.
have waited like an hour for them
So-
to do everything else.
So they fail this, and there's a reason I'm bringing this up, because this is one of those stories that goes on for a little bit. So they fail it, and at the time it gave a reading like, oh, there's something wrong with your transmission. So we take it to an auto shop nearby, and that's when they're like, yeah, literally the only thing wrong with your car is that the check engine light came on. Like, what it's indicating is wrong isn't even wrong. Just like, okay. So it just had to be reset. So the next day, it was the day before Thanksgiving at this point, and my work let us off early, which I wasn't planning on, but that's always nice. I'm like, well, great. I'll go take my car to get it smogged now that this is off. And they're like, okay, cool. Walking through all this stuff. And, yeah, be back in about an hour 15, hour and a half, and your car should be done. Okay. I come back in an hour and a half, and they're like, unfortunately, your car failed smog again. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, is there actually a problem with the transmission? And they're like, well, to be clear, your car's fine. I'm like, what? They told me that there's things, I guess, on newer cars called like a monitor that needs to be reset after a car gets work done at a shop. I don't know what the hell this means. I was just like, what? Like, I've talked to people that work at Pep Boys, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds like a scam. They failed me again.
A lot like a
Yeah, they said I had to. They're like, well, you have to drive your car for 150 miles or so to reset the monitor on the car, and I'm just like, so my car passed again, but you're not giving this to me because of some thing that's like, oh yeah, well the monitor. Like, my guess here is that what it means is that the check engine light needs to have enough time to potentially come back on. That's the only thing I can think of, because I'm like, what bullshit is this? And everybody I've talked to, like I said, has been like, That's bullshit. So, put 200 miles on my damn car and took it back and passed smog. All right. So yeah, that's been my 2 weeks. Oh, Thanksgiving was good too. I had turkey and mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and green beans. Sarah was like, "These green beans have no seasoning."
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah. So what my parents essentially did was they're like, well, we're still gonna make. So my sister works in film, and because of their workload, she's been spending time at home. So they kind of were like, well, we're already gonna have some people, so they made dinner, and then we kind of like gathered to get food, and then I brought food home, which was like sweet. Give me all the food. But yeah, Sarah knocking the green beans.
Oh well, yeah, it's just no.
Sarah is understanding, I think, why when she kept suggesting, well, I
Just
like what if
crunchy, boiled in water green beans.
for the longest time Sarah's been like, I want to make dinners.
Yeah.
And I think we started talking, like, especially when the pandemic started, Sarah started making dinners, and I went, oh my god, my eyes have opened, because I just didn't.
Because I use seasoning.
I love my mother,
Spicy.
and she made so many meals with love. I know she did, but man, like when Sarah started making food, I went, wow, like this is a different experience. I hope my mom's not watching. I love you, Mom. I really do. Everything else was great. Just the green beans were.
A little plain.
You were like, did they cook this in water? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, I mean that, yes, that's how you cook green beans.
No, but you were like, just water.
Yeah.
And the answer is yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, did everyone at least get to stuff their faces on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent.
Well, shall we jump into some other topics?
Now let's talk about animation. Let's do it. Did you want me to lead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the first thing here on Sarah's list, and so I've been slower than just about everyone else in existence, but Animaniacs is on our list to talk about. Now, I know that you guys talked about Animaniacs. Oh, wait, no. Actually, that was on Paleo stream.
Yeah.
I was like, we've already talked about this. No, we haven't talked about it here.
I think we only maybe briefly mentioned it because they had just released it, but we didn't really get into it.
So I'm on episode 7? 8?
8. You just watched episode 8.
Okay, so I'm just past halfway through these episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sarah and I have been working our way through them. And like I said, I know this topic was brought up on the POS podcast, but I'm kind of curious to hear myself. Now that I've actually started seeing episodes, I was avoided? I missed the conversation. What has everyone thought of the Animaniacs reboot?
And I'm going to put an Animaniacs spoiler just in case.
Spoiler screen coming your way.
I'm not done, so I'm just gonna mute. Let me know.
That's fine. Well, I was going to ask Hiro how far he is. Because I am only interested in talking to a certain point, but whatever. I'm not so worried about it. So yeah, we have the screen up. As long as it's up, if you'd like to avoid spoilers, you, like Hirosashii, can mute us, and as soon as you see the screen go away, you don't have to worry about spoilers. So, that being said, what does everyone think of Animaniacs reboot?
It's good. I really enjoy it.
Is it a reboot though?
It's a continuation.
But they keep calling it one.
Yeah,
I know they keep calling it, but like the fact that they call back to like so many things and like they're literally coming back. It's like it feels like a continuation to me.
Yeah.
Or more like a revival rather than a reboot.
Yeah. Now is this?
I would say revival would be more apt.
Wait, so what's the difference between a revival and a reboot in your mind?
A reboot is something where it completely changes, I guess, the characters and the setting and everything. Like, think of like RoboCop from the 80s and RoboCop from the 2010s.
Okay.
Or My Little Pony.
Yeah, the My Little Pony generations.
Okay.
So
Like, they're completely different at every generation. Where this is like they feel the same, as far as the same characters.
I see.
interesting. Okay.
So I would call it more of a revival than a reboot.
Cool.
Um.
I think they call it a reboot.
Though the animation style has changed, so, but that's just because it's digital and not on cells.
They probably call it a reboot just because it's like, it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For audiences that you run with.
Paleo's over here. Oh, here we go. Jaxplay just sent us a super chat, and he says it is a continuation, not a reboot. They irked me every time they said that. LOL. So Jaxplay hated Animaniacs. 'Cause I'll speak for Jax here. Thank you for your super chat, Jax. So yeah, but Sarah, you said good.
Yes.
So
I enjoy it.
I don't think I've ever seen a full episode. Prepare to throw things at me. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of the old Animaniacs.
Really?
Really? Did you never watch like WB growing up?
I guess not. I knew of the Animaniacs.
So when it came to mice characters, you're too busy with Chip and Dale, but not Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait. Did you ever watch Pokemon as a kid?
No.
Because that was also on WB.
No, I did not watch Pokemon.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah, that explains a lot.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Did you read the? New
Did you watch
Testament as a
Batman?
kid?
No. Wait, what did Saber ask?
Did you read the New Testament?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
It's a fan fiction. A lot of people consider it to be canon just because of how popular it is, and it's like arguably by people who are, knowledgeable enough about the original series, but it's fan fiction.
Dude, I'm getting
Belongs on DeviantArt.
I'm getting dogpiled right now by people. Oh man, you think I said something really mildly mild? Man. Well, sorry everybody.
Well, despite not having any, familiarity with the original Animaniacs, what do you think so far of what you've seen of the reboot, revival?
I definitely see the. First off, this is gonna sound weird, but despite my lack of knowledge of the show, I feel like I can tell enough that they did a really good job of keeping things, keeping the show together the way. At least it seems so. What people loved about the show in the first place. Yeah. The show slaps. Doesn't hold punches, slaps. Yeah. Which is refreshing with a show. Yeah. I don't know. It's sometimes I feel like the show kind of borders along patting itself too hard on the back because of how hard it slaps. but no, I had to get used to the format though. I asked Sarah when we were watching, I'm like, what the hell just happened? Why is Pinky and the Brain all of a sudden starting in the middle of this? What's going on?
It faded to black.
Yeah. Now the last episode I watched, just for reference for you guys, it's the episode that had
Julia Brain.
Yeah, the girl mouse running for president.
Yeah.
And then after that happened, it had a short that I was like, this is the most bizarre audio I've ever heard in a cartoon, which was the little girl just literally just talking. It's like they put a kid and dropped toys in front of this kid and just put a microphone in there, and the kid wasn't even near the microphone. It was just like, oh, here, Joe, get the cookie, and now you're going to eat the cookie, and oh, yeah, so you dripped the cookie, okay? Then.
I like that because that reminded me so much of that one episode of Dexter's Lab where it had a kid and his mom, and the kid recorded his own fanfic of Dexter, and the show was like, let's use it.
That's so funny. Is that real?
Yes, that's real.
Oh my god, I love
It's
that.
it's the one with Computer and Dexter, where it's got like a little, they even do it in crayons. And
You're stupid. You're
yes,
stupid.
dude, there's a great scene where the mom laughs in the background, and you have like the mom's little disembodied head occasionally popping on the screen to correct the kid and like help him along. It's wonderful.
That's so
Dex-
wholesome. I love that.
Oh yeah, Dexter's Lab was on next level shit back in the day, where it's like we'll do whatever the fuck we want. We'll have a kid send a recording of his own episode. Hey, let's make it an episode. Why not? It's great. I love it.
Anime Guy 01 sent us a super chat saying they animated the characters based on people's memory rather than the way they were originally animated, which explains differences in the designs.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, like,
I also heard that somewhere.
they're essentially the
It's like-
same. It's just, I don't know, they're updated.
They're updated?
I don't know.
I think the idea is that instead of like trying to make them look exactly the way that they did before, they like make it look more so how people like the vague, like the movements and like the facial expressions, the personalities, like in a way that like that's how people remember these characters.
Yeah.
So it's like it's less of like the specific like, you know, detailed drawings and more of like it has that same vibe to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pinky and the Brain stole the show.
Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain stole the show. But
Yeah.
'cause I had a person leave a comment on my video being just it's like almost kind of comical because it's the entire thing of like it's a political agenda and they just do bash the right wing and that's all they do and it's on the nose. And it's like okay, they're I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. It's there. But to the show's credit, they also call themselves out on it sometimes. And I appreciate that. Where it's, I think that being able to be meta about that at least addresses that you're going to jab at yourself if you are picking a side. So, I don't know. That didn't bother me.
I'll say this much. I was surprised at first. So obviously I didn't go through the whole series. Like Sarah and I were watching like 2 episodes here, 2 episodes there, working our way through. They front loaded a lot of Donald Trump jokes.
Yeah.
And I was surprised because I think I mentioned this to Sarah where I'm like, it's interesting to me that they went so hard in that direction, like because I figured the whole show was gonna contain this. Like I was like, okay, they're gonna like every show Donald Trump's gonna show up at this rate. And then yeah, like I think after the 2nd or maybe 3rd episode, like he hasn't shown up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, because I was like, okay, that's setting a tone. And obviously like the episode that we just watched had left-wing jokes in it. Like it called out Hillary Clinton and a few others. And so it's, you know, like you said, I haven't made it all the way through. I don't feel like it is necessarily
like relying on those kinds of jokes.
Yeah. I was gonna say it doesn't even feel too one-sided. Well, I'm trying to think of how to phrase that. It after, like I said, after those first few episodes, then I went, okay. And it is funny. I think the thing that I laughed at in those early episodes though was when they're like, well, we're making this in 2018, so we have no idea what happened. But yeah, no, I found
they
that
got us at getting locked up pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, it's again, I understand, not from my own experience, but from just seeing people talk about it, that the show's always been like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw at anybody and everybody. And it's never shied away from going after political figures, and hey, you know, political figures oftentimes lend themselves to that anyways. But it's so different for me actually seeing it and seeing it in what's essentially, you know, I mean, I don't even know how
like
you would classify
kids,
Animaniacs, because I want to say, you know, kids cartoon. But then, you know, all of us MLP people are like, but MLP is for the family, not for children. It's for everybody. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. It's gotten laughs out of me. you know, it's funny too because I think the only other thing to re-mention like the Donald Trump jokes when you guys talked about this last week. I was over in the kitchen and I heard mention of it. So I hadn't started watching it yet. So that's another thing. Like I may have been at that point been like, okay, let me pay extra attention to what maybe they were talking about since I only heard half that conversation. Yeah. But yeah, no, I feel like it seems like this show just fires in every direction. Yeah. And
I do have some criticism actually.
Okay.
That Bun episode I thought was a bit on the nose. I is even confused at the end where they're talking about bun owners and they're like, I'm like, oh, guns? I'm like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, like
the thing is, it wasn't clear to me like what they were talking about. So I don't think it was on the nose. I think it was like confusing.
Yeah.
It was confusing until the end where they literally were like,
why is there an anime fight? Like I like the way it looks, but there's like no reason for it.
Because it's interesting the way they presented it because it's almost like you said paleo where it's like it wasn't like clearly in that direction, and then at the very end they're like they all but said this was about guns. And you're like, oh,
I get it. This was all a metaphor for shoes.
Because they even like what did they say like high round bunnies or something? I don't know. Like I was like, oh. Okay, here we go. But no, I like I said, I think that's from my observation of Animaniacs is that it goes hard, but sometimes I feel like I can get a sense of the show patting itself on the back, and it's at those moments where I go, oh, okay, you know, that's like, don't.
Dude, I want Freakazoid back so badly.
Yeah.
That show is wonderful. It was so unhinged, and it made jokes that like kids weren't gonna get, like referencing like Jerry Lewis and shit like that. Kids aren't gonna know. No, that because I one of the best gags, and I told Paleo this one about it. You know what I'm talking about, Paleo, with like how Freakazoid had. He's like, Freakazoid is Spielberg's favorite cartoon, and then Wacko comes out of nowhere, and he's like, actually, Steven Spielberg loves Animaniacs, and then the brain comes out, and he's like, actually, Steven prefers sophistication of Pinky and the Brain, and they're like, well, fine, let's go ask him, and they cut away to Spielberg, and Freakazoid's like, well, Steve, we don't take up too much of your time, but which one of us is your favorite? And he's like, who are you people? Deadpan, and then it cuts right. Yeah, they just leave. And they're like, okay, so where were we? So like the show calling themselves out, being like, Spielberg doesn't care. Like, I love that gag. That's so good. That's a good slice of humble pie. That's great.
Freakazoid's another show that I don't think I've ever seen.
Yeah, because you didn't watch the WB.
There was. Oh yeah, it's good. Again, I have a lot of respect for shows that have fun with what they do, regardless if someone's going to get it or not. I have to show like a comedy reel one of these days of like my favorite jokes from Freakazoid because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
It sounds like you need to make a Freakazoid YouTube poop.
Possibly. That would be hard because it's already so wacky.
Yeah, it's already a YouTube poop in itself.
In a way,
the original YouTube poop.
Right, absolutely.
Alrighty. Any other thoughts on Animaniacs?
Season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask that. So
Hulu bought 2 seasons.
Okay.
Of Animaniacs, so there's at least gonna be 2 seasons.
Is it on Hulu now or is it on HBO Max?
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they had contracts for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Watching the show, let's see. Jack's Play sent us a super chat. Says Freakazoid had the best episodes. It still holds up. Race, you got to watch the Candlejack episode. It was a hilarious bah.
No, it's too late. You're done for.
There's no redemption.
Is Freakazoid on Hulu right now, or?
Let me see.
There's literally scenes in Animaniacs that straight up has the Hulu logo in it. So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take down the screen.
We're gonna take down that screen. so we could put up
It's
another
not on
one.
there. Super Teen Extraordinary.
And,
Freakazoid.
What?
Outta here.
Who was Freakazoid? Like what character? What did he look like?
He was, I forget his name. He's a blue guy with black, kind of like Goku looking hair, slicked back a bit though, and he wears like a red jumpsuit with like an F on it. It was an F and an exclamation point. He had white gloves and a little like Incredibles mask
Sarah-
on his eyes.
Sarah's showing me a picture right now. It's Osmosis Jones.
Yes.
Exactly. Awesome.
Sorry, it got blue skin, so.
Freakazoid also was like the first show I ever watched that it really like, you know how like comedy's all about timing?
Yeah.
And sometimes going over the time limit ruins the joke, but if you double down, you could actually make it funnier. Freakazoid did-
Simpsons.
Yeah. Well, Freakazoid does that too. Where like that was my first time watching jokes like that, where there's a scene where like some guy is like, "Hey, Freakazoid," and it kind of scared him, and he starts spitting out his drink, but he was holding it for like 10 seconds, just spitting it out for 10 seconds. And I don't know why, but kid me was like, "That's funny."
No, that reminds me of going back to the Finsler films, the G.I. Joe shorts. That because there's that one where the guy goes 1, 2, 3, and like I feel like the exact same thing where it went from like, oh, this is funny to oh wow, it's still going. And then-
Those cartoons were so ahead of the time, like with online humor. It's actually kind of remarkable how like this is back in like 2005, I believe,
Yeah.
and these things were just hilarious with their absurd humor. They hold up. They hold up.
You make a bow loco on the dumb thing, Joe. Yeah, that's.
Wait, what was in 2005?
It's the GI Joe shorts where they dubbed.
Oh
them
yeah,
over.
those yeah.
Are you Buzz Lightyear? I love your movies.
Give him the stick, dog. Give him the stick. Oh,
that one's great. Oh, my dad. No. I'm 80 being on stupid shit.
As we should. It's the semi-perfect podcast. Well, I guess if we want to bring up another topic, Sarah, I don't know if you have a spoiler screen for this one.
Sorry. Yes.
Sarah's got the ADD too.
Wait, is this one?
We're talking about.
Is this the one
DuckTales.
about some tails?
We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about
Involving
ducks.
some-
So if it, oh, should we see?
Yeah,
if
I'm
you're
gonna.
on?
All
All
right,
right.
I'm gonna peace out too.
Okay,
then.
okay.
Why haven't you been watching it?
I've been busy.
Let's see if before we get in this, because Hero's gonna hop back in here, and I don't want to blindside him.
Yeah.
Okay, so has Hero seen it, Paleo?
Yeah, he's caught up.
What a good boy.
I
So,
think
yes.
he saw the episode from this week. I don't remember if he has or not.
We'll figure it out. So we're going to talk about the episodes, and then I'm going to bring everybody back to discuss kind of what was announced, I guess, recently about DuckTales,
Yeah.
which, like I said, we'll get into that in a second. But let's see. Yeah, it's Hero probably just left.
I'll pull up the spoiler screen here.
Yep. So there's Sarah's spoiler screen. Yeah, as long as this is up, same deal. If you'd like to avoid spoilers for DuckTales, we'll be discussing the latest episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the screen goes away, you can unmute and you will be safe.
Yeah. Well, I will just say here that we usually haven't talked about DuckTales we haven't really talked about DuckTales regularly on the show, but
Mhm.
I felt like it was a good thing to bring up because of the news that came out recently that we'll all talk about in a bit. But I guess in the light of that recent news, I just wanted to bring it up because like it is a very good show and I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a very good reboot.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed these last few episodes. Sorry, what?
What?
I'm sorry, you pointed at something.
I was.
You pointed at the super chat?
No.
Okay.
I confused Sarah. I didn't mean to stop you from talking.
No, sorry.
That was
You
it.
pointed out the super chat that we just read like
I was
10 minutes ago.
I was gonna say we should if we're gonna have this conversation,
Uh-huh.
we should bring or see if Jaxblade wants to come in here.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to subtly
Why
do it
why didn't you say that?
yeah.
because I wanted to kind of like just do it. Sorry, I just
Jaxblade, if you're still listening to the show, you can
hop on in here. I was I said just do it, and I just got done listening / watching the BronyCon 2015 vlogs, full of just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the meme of the year.
How is this related to DuckTales?
Because I said just do it.
Okay.
It's not related to DuckTales at all.
So the most recent episode was a Christmas episode, and I like how they kind of circled back to the joke that they brought up like the last Christmas episode of like Santa knows what he did, and they actually explained what Santa did, and I enjoyed that quote. So
I didn't
roundabout-
even remember that.
Yeah.
So that was all a reference to
Yes.
their own
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the Santa Claus episode.
Yeah. What do you think of it, Paleo?
Yeah, I like the Santa Claus thing. It's because I think was it like 2 episodes before where we heard about Scrooge's like distaste for Santa.
Mhm.
So it's nice that we actually explore that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed this one too. I don't know. I'm still a big kid. I get giddy when shows do holiday specials, whether it's for Halloween or Christmas. I'm always like, oh, it's the time of year. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Of course, Scrooge is like,
Bah humbug.
here's your practical gift.
Yeah,
Take it.
practical gift of coal.
Ugh, no. If we want, we can head back or get everyone back in here and discuss, like we said, the news and not discuss spoilers from this point forward.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, watch DuckTales. So spoiler screen's down. We won't be discussing those spoilers anymore. But like we said, we're gonna pull everybody back in here, and if Jaxblade is around, he totally can hop in for this conversation as well.
Shush. Wanna fix it?
What you doing?
Tell Saber to get in here, Paleo.
Ray says get in the call.
Tell him I said it nicely.
He said it nicely.
Tell him I like his butt.
Why did you say it not?
He said he likes your butt.
Give it a lick, give it a pop, stick your tongue and make it pop. That's gross.
Do you see what?
Give it a pop, Mary Poppins,
How far away is he?
He's taking Lammy out.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we can just. go
Yeah, we
ahead.
can start talking about it. So, anyways, the news that came out for DuckTales is that
this season is the final season.
yeah, which is pretty big news, and it's
Yeah.
funny because it was kind of like, I think the show staff were just like, I'm tired of people asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't said it, but this is it.
Yeah.
It's
a bummer.
Yeah. Hi, Hero.
Hey.
Hello.
So just so you know, we're still talking about DuckTales, but we're and Laura's in here too. So we're talking about
Hello.
DuckTales, but not the spoiler side of DuckTales. Recently, I think yesterday maybe,
Yeah.
news kind of came out and started spreading around that DuckTales season 3 is the last season of DuckTales,
Right. Yeah.
and a lot of people kind of found that out yesterday.
Yeah.
So
It's like,
yeah.
man, I'm sure like people have said things already about it, but like my take on it is like I still to this day have only not disliked, but just found only one episode kind of like every single other episode I have liked, and that is crazy. Like I don't think I've ever seen a show have that quality, that level of quality for me. And like legit every new episode that comes out, I'm worried. I'm like, this is the bad one. It's coming. I know it's coming. There's no show that has this track record.
Yeah.
So on the part that it'll be done sooner so that there's less chance of there being a bad episode, I'm fine with it ending, but at the same time, the show's really good. Like, it kind of sucks that it's ending. Like, I don't even know who it was. Somebody just like linked me a picture of like, or linked me a GIF of like the 4 kids dancing in like the Quack Pack episode or whatever. I was like, oh, I already missed the show. It's still going on. I already missed it. Hey.
Yeah.
But like, hey, it'll be really easy to recommend to somebody though. I'm like, go watch this 3-season show. It's phenomenal. Like,
but what if the ending sucks?
Oh no, shush! This is an anime. This is an anime. It'll be a good ending.
Paleo with the coming in with the reality here.
Wait, what did you say? Did you say it was animated?
It's that this isn't anime. It's not gonna have a bad ending.
Oh, it's not anime. Oh, okay.
That's how it works.
Because I was gonna say, I mean, like Star Versus has a bad ending, so you know.
Hey.
And that was a Disney show.
Are we talking about DuckTales?
Yeah.
We're talking about like how
we're talking about.
We're not talking about spoilers.
Saber, there you are.
we're not
talking about spoilers. We're talking about the news that just came out about DuckTales. That season 3 is the last season.
Boo-hoo.
Did you know that? Spoilers.
That's what I'm gonna
dies.
say. That's what I'm gonna say from now on. Is just DuckTales, boo-hoo.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I sit back, like, Gravity Falls. I only recently saw Gravity Falls, in its entirety. And, like, whenever, like, we turn on the TV and Gravity Falls is on, I actually get kind of bummed. Because I'm like, oh, I wish there, like, were... But that's me. I know some people are more like I just want a little bit. And, you know, like you guys have said, if you can end it on a good note after 3 seasons, that's good. You know, it's a very replayable show.
Rewatchable, I think?
Rewatchable is the word,
Yeah. But like with Gravity Falls, like I said, like I already know how I feel when I see that, and I'm like, oh, I wish there were more episodes. And I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be the same way with DuckTales, where I'm gonna be like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
At least DuckTales, like, it actually has more episodes than Gravity Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gravity Falls only had 40.
Yeah.
Still in its baby youth. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of bummed to hear about it, but it goes back to me being really thankful that we somehow got 9 seasons of My Little Pony. Yeah. I was like,
right.
Damn.
And it ended good.
And it ended
really good.
It ended good.
You know, talking about finales, I recently watched OKKO with Paleo.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first time watching it and finishing it. I saw a few episodes beforehand, but it's my first time really watching it through. And it's interesting how the first and second seasons, I was like, man, they're taking their time with some of the stuff. It almost feels kind of like too much with what they're covering or what they're talking about with their focus. But then the third season was like what, Paleo, like 18 episodes?
It was half the length of the previous seasons.
Yeah, so there was a sense of urgency to wrap things up, and I'm like, whoa, what just happened? There's too much to wrap up, and it wasn't good. I actually been thinking a lot about it. I'm like, the finale felt hasty and, I don't know, not rewarding to me. And I like the show. It's got some good moments, and you can tell that the folks who made it were big fans of cartoons. But yeah, I was like, oh, that was one of the not fun finales in my opinion. Not bad, just not rewarding.
You know what I find to be one of the most painful? And it's a show I never saw a single No, I lied. I saw one episode of. And it was so painful, not because of me going through it, but watching everyone else go through it was Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones was unreal with how.
This is
Do you,
bad.
I said that to Pale yesterday. I'm like, could you imagine if Game of Thrones ended this year? Like icing on the cake of just how awful this year is. Glad we knocked that out in 2019 to get it over with. But it's that one hurt so badly, and I've told this
Like
Lord
same,
too.
so much. Like I'm not over that.
It retroactively,
The worst part about it is that it retroactively destroys like the rewatchability of that show.
That's
Yeah, I
insane.
I was telling Steven also, like, I intend on, like, in the near future, going back and watching seasons 1 through 5, and then convincing myself that they just ran out of budget and didn't make anything else. Like, it's so good. Like, it's such a good show. Like, I love everything about it until it starts being trashed. And, like, I mean, I've read all the books. Like, I love the series, and it's like... I love it so much, and for it to just have like gone to shit like right at the finish line, I'm gonna get real mad. All right, someone else talk.
Well, that's why I felt bad, was because I witnessed how excited you guys would be when we were at conventions and a new episode was coming out, and everyone was like, "Okay, gather around the little laptop. We got an episode to watch." And I'm sitting here going, I don't get it because I don't watch it, but
Same.
but
you would like pull in all of our friends too. Like it was like a packed room of people like getting the episode ready. I'm like, God, that's cool for y'all.
Well, they have really great characters, a great story. There's a lot going on. They were able to make it work for the most part, and it felt rewarding. And you felt invested with where these characters were going. Where it's like, wow, I want to see. And also, since the show is a bit unpredictable, it's like, yeah, someone could just eat shit and it's over for real.
Unless you're Jon Snow.
Unless you're Jon Snow. Well, yeah, unless you're Jon Snow.
Oh,
but,
excuse me. Spoilers for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't.
Ooh.
At the very end.
The fact that you're that sarcastic just tells me how much this show bent you. Oh my goodness.
Like the more we're talking about it.
Well, this isn't the Game of Thrones podcast, so I guess I'll stop. But yeah, that was disappointing.
no, it's So I'm just curious, kind of going around everybody. Would you say that you're bummed that DuckTales is ending, or happy that it's, let's say, knock on wood, cross your fingers, with the streak it's been on, that it's going to end on a high note with shorter episodes? So are you bummed or happy that it's going to be wrapping up?
40,
Yes.
60-40, I would say.
Yeah, like when this season started, and also when that at the end of season 2, where we got a big reveal about like who would be in the third season. I was like, okay, this feels like a final season kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of saw like, oh yeah, this will probably be the last season, because like each season has been focused on one of the triplets.
The Black Boys.
Yeah, where the first season was about Dewey, the second one was about Louie, and this one's more about Huey.
No season for Webby.
No season for Webby.
She's been kind of a common denominator throughout it all, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
This show is, I mean, I will take short and sweet over long and drawn out any fucking day, any day at all. Like, absolutely. So I still need to catch up to season, 2, 3, I'm on right now. I have episodes I need to watch, but like, yeah, nice, succinct, and sweet, and to the point. That's more rewarding to me than stretching something out to the point where it's like there will never be an ending, or this will never be rewarding at the end.
Where the quality drops so much that it's not worth it anymore.
There you go.
Alrighty. Well, any last thoughts on I guess, like we said, the news, DuckTales. Okay.
I like DuckTales. It's a good show. Yeah.
It's a good show.
Good
It's got
show.
ducks.
Go watch it. Highly
Got
recommend.
character development.
I saw somebody make a comment, and I kind of had this like, oh, where I think it was just on Twitter in regards to the news that came out, and somebody said something along to the effect of, "I just got into this fandom," like the DuckTales fandom,
Mhm.
and I'm like, wow, it's such a. I mean, granted, I get that DuckTales had been around previously, but like if you're referring specifically to like this segment of it, I'm like, well, 3 seasons worth, and they're like, I just think of Sarah's Wander Over Yonder fandom with its 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Are you still holding out hope for your 3rd season?
No, it's not happening.
It might.
No, Craig's already working on other shows. And
He'll
stuff.
come back.
Sure.
Don't give her false hope. It's mean. It's okay. It'll be okay.
What was the joke that Saber made, and then he like jinxed it? I think it involved Wreck-It Ralph. Or no, it was Wander Over Yonder. It was wasn't it Wander Over Yonder where he's like it's gonna get canceled or something, and then like 2 days later it got canceled. And he's like,
Oh yeah, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
What's funny is
savage.
Wander Over Yonder is like coming to a streaming platform, but it's not Disney Plus.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry, run
Yeah.
that by
Oh,
me.
yeah, it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Wander Over Yonder is going to be on
I have
Hulu.
many questions.
What?
I
And
don't
the
know.
platform.
That doesn't make sense.
Disney hates their
Sarah,
own
why?
show.
Sarah, why are you doing this?
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Sarah's like, Disney, you can't have it. You didn't care for it. Just because you gave birth to it doesn't make it your mother. That made no sense.
Yeah.
Anyways.
He may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
Well, what's next, Sarah? What are we talking about?
Well, we can like skip it and just go to Q&A and do like a longer Q&A, but there were some like toys and stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I saw like,
Okay.
on Equestria Daily.
Yeah,
and
share
stuff.
pictures.
Yeah. I shared one of them, which is this skeletal Celestia. Hold on, let me pull out this page for viewers to save. Oh, this is very tiny. How do I zoom?
Yes.
That
There
way.
we go. That's how I zoom. Okay. I'm gonna pull this up for.
Let's look at the innards of Celestia.
So yeah, I saw this and I was just like, huh? It's a very interesting figure. Like, it's apparently a long line of figures that are exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like part of that collection.
Mhm.
And to be fair, I think that's the coolest looking one.
Yeah, it looks cool, but it also, I was just like, whoa. I didn't know there was a market for this sort of thing. But it is cool. It's very well made. And apparently Celestia's heart looks like a sun.
Every doctor's office is going to have one of these.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, you see here, this is the bone that you broke. And they're like, that's the wing of a Pegasus. No, that's an alicorn. What are you talking about?
First of all, son, that's an alicorn.
Stupid
Oh my
child.
god. I don't want to talk about no one. I was like, we're done talking about Animaniacs, never mind.
So yeah, there was that I saw and it just caught my eye. I was like, whoa, huh, that's interesting. But yeah, then
Are those her
there's-
intestines?
Yeah, I think so. Those there, that's like her lungs there, I think. And
But
then those are her
ponies
intestines
don't.
and
Use intestines?
yeah, they're just magic all the way through. Just.
I thought. I mean.
They're working at 100% efficiency. They don't have to get rid of any weight.
There's so many shows that have like magic and whatnot that I want to know like the anatomical like layout of the living creatures in like these worlds. Like how does that work biologically? Like what? I want-
Oh my gosh, is that a cup holder?
No, it's not. It's I'll tell you what it is after I share it in the chat and also put it up on the screen.
Is it not a
So y'all know those things that you can ride in the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can ride Twilight Sparkle around the mall.
You're going to want
What?
to zoom out of that
Oh.
one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me zoom.
Oh, I need that. I want to get that.
Literally, we
And I-
need to
we
all
need
get
it.
this for the next pony
For
convention.
conventions?
Just
Yes.
roll around on a.
Wearing our leather
Load up the
jackets,
tripods.
Dusty Cat leading the the arrow here as we.
Oh my god.
Like on the way to Who's Line with like all the cameras and the tripods. Like, out of the way! Panel starting in 5 minutes.
I believe it. I wouldn't even be surprised. I'd be like, that's
Put all
so
your
good.
camera equipment on it.
Oh,
Here we are.
that's true.
God, see, that would have been such a good thing to have for BronyCon in the Baltimore Convention Center because you could go from the hotel
Yes.
to the convention center on the Twilight
street.
Sparkle.
Yes. I would totally have pulled this thing in a trailer race. It would have gone everywhere. I had a Twilight Sparkle trailer car.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
For anyone wondering, yes, there are still episodes of the low budgets coming out. I was actually working on them this past weekend.
Nice.
So that's not a cup holder, is what you're saying?
No, it's a foot holder.
Gotcha.
That's where your feetsies.
Oh, I see.
We got a couple of super chats. One from Drummershai says, "What's poppin'? Race car and Saberspark."
Thanks, Drummershai.
And the Norma Mermaid sends a super chat saying, "Talk about a pony ride rim shot."
Rim shot.
Let's see. I think there was another thing. Hold on. Let me do it. They got.
Sarah's going shopping right now.
Yeah, no.
She's getting her Christmas list ready.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This one. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Okay.
This is a. What is this?
Hold on.
What?
I'll
No,
tell
tell
you.
me immediately.
Hold on.
What is this?
Okay. So this I saw, and
Yeah.
these are gonna be like figures, like vinyl figures, and
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I am excited.
Well, I thought they were like cutout figures,
Oh yeah.
like the standees.
Yeah. They look cool. I like them a lot.
They're very cute, but I have seen these. But my biggest problem, and this is a very serious problem I have with these, is that Applejack and Rarity are not together,
Yeah.
and Twilight and Sunset are not together.
Yeah.
How do you mess both of those up?
You really, yeah, like there's only so many.
Like, it's basically canon.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. They're gonna be standees instead of figures.
What's the difference? What's a
They're
standee?
just like kind of like
A standee is
the Zootopia thing that you have, the Nick and Judy.
the ones I
Like
just
the,
got?
the cutout.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like
oh,
2D.
you mean like these?
Yeah.
Wherever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How did they mess that up? So you could so there's 3 available?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they messed that up.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
Are these good?
I'm with Laura on this one. They messed up their own canon shippings.
Some poor Japanese interns just trying to make enough money to go home and pay rent. You guys are like, "You're fucking it up." Fix it now.
That's exactly what I sound like.
I think that's about
That's
it.
a really good impression.
Yeah. It's Danny Beans.
Oh my god, it's like spot on.
Perfect.
What is that?
Here, I'll
What is Smashin' Fashion?
it's the new Pony Life toys. Here, let me pull it up.
Wait, Pony Life?
Yeah.
Who is that? What pony is that?
That's Sunset Shimmer.
Did I miss something?
Oh
No.
my.
Was Sunset
Ew.
Shimmer in
I
Pony
hate that.
Life?
No.
Then why is she here?
I don't know.
Oh, I hate it.
Cause money.
Yeah, no, I'm not jazzed about this toy. It looks odd.
Awful.
Ah.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. I hate it.
Do you feel like the shoes is 90% of the problem?
Yes. And just in general, just the outfits.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 90% is the shoes. The shoes are like maybe 60%.
Okay.
Still the majority, but not like the overwhelming majority.
Gotcha.
like they're working with a lower price point, but I don't think it's working.
Are these supposed to be like fashion dresses? Because
Yes.
they kind of look like
They're just like Polly Pocket like rubber dresses that you put on the pony.
so you can take
Yeah.
the clothes off the pony.
Uh-huh.
Hey, they're playing to their
So-
market, I guess.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, there you
can
go.
take the clothes off ponies and make them look how they looked in the show.
Yes, exactly.
Hot.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, your audience likes pony versions better.
Hey, if anybody's looking
What did you guys
for
think?
a Christmas idea, Saberspark does love Sunset Shimmer.
That's true.
So, yeah. Well, we're gonna get into Q&A. Hashtag SPP questions. You see it there, or you can send us a super chat. We always prioritize our super chat questions, of course. After a couple wild weeks here, let's see what kind of questions people are going to be gunslinging our way.
What are you doing?
I'm turning into a Texan.
All right, we've got a question from...
Nothing from Sarah.
Huh?
Stupid.
Too easy.
Don't you dare take the name of Texas in vain. All right, we got a question from Cheyenne. How do I create a brony name and a pony form? Because I have an idea of what my pony is, but don't know how to name her or to design her.
Oh.
Any ideas?
Wait, what's the creator called?
Cheyenne Audio Tapes.
Cheyenne. This is Cheyenne.
Yeah.
From earlier.
Uh-huh.
Who is our
The
new
brand new to the community.
Welcome to the fandom. We need to help Cheyenne figure out.
PaleoSteno.
Yeah, essentially. Brony
What's
name.
the pony, the OC generator? What's it called?
Oh,
General Zoid.
Yeah, that one.
Is that up?
Is it not?
it
I
should
don't
be.
know.
Isn't that just like part of the internet forever now?
Better be.
I'm gonna look it up.
If not, just go to. You could easily start with Ponytown.
I love that. I love that this Cheyenne
I mean, there's
individual is
multiple at this
looking
point.
for some, like, oh, help me, and we go to the MLP OC generator.
Well, no, because they said that they have an idea of what they want it to look like, right? Is that not what they said in their question?
I believe so. Yes, actually, yes.
Because that would help with that. Like if you're not,
So
necessarily a pony artist.
So first thing you got to choose is: are you an Earth pony, a Pegasus, a unicorn? There's always the alicorn option. However, those in the fandom that actually respect you would tell you probably avoid the alicorn.
You can do what you want.
You can do what you want, but I'm just saying, alicorn OCs,
They make a statement.
yeah. Sometimes it's better to kind of carry that humbleness through your OC. Therefore, you don't have to be humble about anything else. Okay. So
That's how that works.
that's why I'm an Earth pony.
I chose this pony because
You can actually get the pony creator on your Android.
Can I say something real quick? I'm gonna say
Oh,
it.
really?
I'm gonna say something not controversial, absolutely the truth,
Yeah.
folks.
Oh god, here we go.
All right, on the topic of humble. All right, just a reminder to anyone and everybody out there. It is basically an oxymoron to brag about how humble of a person you are. Keep that in mind. That is my TED Talk.
Thank
All
you.
right. I've seen
Thank you
it.
for your TED Talk.
Thank you. I've seen it, and I always am like, man, some people don't understand the concept.
Ah.
A pony name out of Cheyenne Audio Tapes. I feel like Audio Tape is like a pony name in itself.
I feel like you're right.
Yeah.
I feel like you're right, Cheyenne. If you're like big in anything with like the audio stuff,
Mhm.
like I can't think of anyone that actually has a name like that, like
Yeah.
Audio Tape.
Audio. Nah, no one has that name.
Right?
I know all Brony names.
Hirosashii just went through
Every
all of
single
them in
one.
his head, and he went, "No, they don't exist."
Do we want to?
I mean, like, if all 5 or 6 of us could go through like our list and no one knows anyone with that name, then there's no one with that name. I'm confident.
I'm feeling good about that. Yeah.
There's someone in the chat like, that's my pony's name.
Nope, no, it's not. We got a super chat. Thank you, Nora Mermaid. Asking, this one's for Laura. On a scale of 1 to 10, Nora wants to know, how cute do you think I am?
Oh, definitely 10.
No, not me,
But, like,
Nora.
Yeah, I know. I got that.
Oh, you answered that right the first time.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So, like, if I could go above, I would. But like,
Mm.
I mean, the scales are limiting, so you know how it is.
Nora
No,
is an
babe.
adorable individual, and
She's great.
So Nora, but again, happy birthday, Nora.
Yay.
Nora made me laugh out loud the other day, and I need to pull up why, just so I don't misquote anything.
Yeah.
But one moment, everybody. Everyone just sit tight, okay?
Yeah.
I realize I didn't have this ready, so I'm gonna have to find it.
Here,
One
I'll
second.
find it for you, and you.
Do you know what I'm? Do you know?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Well, while you're looking for your thing,
Yeah.
just as part of the Nora appreciation post,
Yes.
I will say with complete honesty, when I first started hanging out with y'all and like I was introduced to Nora and like kind of not directly, but like Steven kind of explained just like, oh, this is like how we know who she is, and like this is like, you know, kind of her thing, and I was just like, okay, all right, whatever. It was like a little bit like, I'm not sure how I feel about this, and then I was like, oh no, she's the best. It's fine. I was like, everything's chill. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like before I was like, wait, I don't understand. And now I'm like, oh, because she's wonderful, so it's fine.
You make it sound so ambiguous. It's because Nora is a die-hard professional Black Griffin fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I was at first I was like, that's like a little bit much, and I was like, oh no, it's just because she's fun.
It's a shtick. It
Yeah,
worked for her.
it's a bit.
It's a bit, yeah. She actually hates Gabe. She's like, she smokes a cigarette, and she's like, why did I do this?
Which is why we actually get along with Nora so well, because we all hate Gabe.
Because he gets it. We all hate Gabe.
That's why we're all friends.
Hatred for Gabe makes
My
us
little
strong.
pony. Friendship is hating Gabe. Great.
Oh man. Oh, the poor guy.
I
So
gave
Too real right now.
he was probably getting ready to join. He's like, oh, all right.
Aw.
So we so anyways, this is the exchange I had with Nora, and I think you guys will all appreciate this. So I said, happy birthday, Nora. Hopefully you can smack Gabe with a fish or something, you know, working off the whole mermaid side of things. Nora's response to me on Twitter was, thanks, Race. The only thing I'm smacking Gabe with is money, ... and my butt.
10 out of 10.
I just,
man.
you know, I've never heard somebody refer to slapping someone else with their own butt. And I think I laughed out loud. I think I saw that at work, and I was like, whoa. So, yeah. Nora sent a follow-up super chat saying, ha ha ha, you think it's a bit.
She's like, gotcha.
There's so many layers.
Again, Nora, hope you had a wonderful birthday, and thank you,
Yeah.
as always, for your support. We got a super chat here from Hirosashii asking, so I recently had a convo about pony conventions and conventions overall post-COVID. With the vaccine coming out in 2021, what are conventions going to look like post-COVID in terms of policy?
Well, I don't know.
Well, as the people see, Drummer knows that we're in charge, actually, of everything. So you've come
Yeah, I
to the
am
right
the
place.
secret con chair of every convention. That's my little pony booth.
We're the unsung heroes. No,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, honestly,
It's a good question. I don't know.
it's a good question. Like it's going to be. I think specifically the first half of the year is going to be
kind of like a
really
Just a-
interesting.
learn by trial or experience
Well,
sort of thing.
So, I guess like the starts kind of with it. It all depends on where the vaccines are. There was news today, I think, that the UK is about a week away from beginning distribution of one of the vaccines. So there's that. And then I've heard, obviously none of this is like official, but I think when I was talking about that with somebody, they were mentioning how mid-December seems to be the US's kind of like, I guess, first wave expectation for the vaccine. So obviously it's like right now the best we can all do is stay diligent, as Judy Hopps told us. What did you say, Saber?
I'm in no hurry. I'm sorry. I love cons, but I'm in no hurry. Like at this point, like I want to be patient, see how this goes, make sure the people who need it the most get it first, and then let cons kind of figure this shit out. Because at this point, it's like I'd just be happy to have like a restaurant be opened in its normal capacity. I mean, I love cons. I can't wait to see you guys again and go to cons and goof off, and it's just some of the best parts of my life. But it's like I feel like Laura, Paleo, one of you all said that it's gonna be like masks are not going anywhere. Like there'll be a lot of people wearing masks at cons from now on. I totally am cool for that. I like that. People washing their hands more, a lot more sanitary wipes. So
God, I really hope that like people continue to actually wash their hands, because I didn't realize until like partway through this how many people don't regularly wash their hands. And like now I'm just like, I can't touch anyone ever again.
I feel like from what we've seen, I think it's pretty safe to say that any convention is gonna approach next year. Like, I don't think anyone necessarily is like, oh, I hope we're the first. In fact, I'm sure the ones that are lined up on the calendar first are right now being like, "Ooh, boy." You know, like hopefully things work out. It's all gonna have to come down to where the numbers are at, where things are, you know, safely. As Saber said, you know, there's definitely a ladder of people that need to get this vaccine before those of us that are in good health. And you know, the fact of the matter is that those of us that are in good health at any point could be carriers or contract you know, COVID. So I'm hoping for the best. That as far as what we can actually expect, who knows? Again, I've been I was optimistic.
You? No.
8 months ago I was optimistic. My optimism lit me down a little bit, because we definitely, I remember having the conversation where we're like, do you think Everfree Northwest is gonna happen? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure they'll get this. It didn't happen.
You know, it's so funny actually. In all of this, though, if I ever do like a pilot for a show or a movie or write a script or whatever, I would use your personality race in some kind of capacity, in the sense that you're one of the most optimistic, like never say die people I've ever met, and something about that to me is like, don't give up. It'd be a long, arduous journey, and then your character finally gives up. And you'd have a pessimistic naysayer the entire way through with you, being like, you ain't gonna make it. And then you finally give up. And then they're like shocked, like, wait, he's giving up? No, you can't give up now. Like, then they'd be like trying to lift you up to keep going forward.
And then you died.
And then you all died at the end.
I thought you were just gonna say like place him with a pessimistic person and just watch like the banter back and forth of how like much he pisses off the pessimistic person and vice versa. It's like it's totally like a sitcom vibe. Like,
are you describing Cat Dog?
Correct. You're like, I believe this has been done before with a feline and a canine, a little cat dog,
and apparently two
Cat
buttholes
dog
in the middle somewhere. I don't know.
Who knows?
They had different bathrooms.
I want to know how that
bathroom, but with a litter box and fire hydrants. I don't know how that works.
Do they like, split up? Like what? It's even more confusing than Cars, which is that's amazing.
but yeah, I guess to kind of just put a point on it, we'll see. I trust the con organizers in the fandom to make the right call. I'm hoping for their sake, for all of their sake, that things just work tremendously well in 2021. Because it's kind of like with any business right now. A lot of businesses are struggling, and it's like, man, you hate to see it, but it's that necessary evil that's associated with what's going on. And it's like even today, I had a conversation at work that was like, we're hoping for the best right now, but with the situation, the future can be rocky. So it's just affecting everybody. So can't wait to get back at conventions. That being said, the sooner I figured the way we look at this as the sooner we're at conventions should be also the point of us saying, sweet, we've done it finally, and the virus can go burn in hell.
Yeah, so stay home, wear a mask so that we can go back to convention.
Yeah,
please.
it's not just a vaccine. Just a reminder to everybody, we can all do our part to help this crap go away sooner. So, Jax Blade, by the way, sends a super chat, and he says, "Hell yeah! Can we keep wearing masks when it's gone? I like the Mortal Kombat vibe we all got going on."
Hey, Jax Blade was a pioneer. He started wearing a mask at MomoCon in 2018.
True.
He jinxed it.
Just to hide his face, though.
I'm gonna
No,
call
that was a muzzle.
Jinx Blade.
Well, now he wears a Jason mask at least once every convention, which is the best.
I'll be honest. I'm on the train where I'm like I'm not an anti-mask person, but I'm like, I can't wait to not have to be like, oh shoot, I forgot to grab my mask. I have to go back into there. Like, I cannot wait to just have a conversation and be like, oh wow, that person still has teeth. And again, that's not me.
That I don't have to show that I don't have teeth anymore.
Hello.
Gabe with his lack of teeth. Hi, Gabe.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Hi, toothy people.
Hi.
I'm so here.
I thought you were gonna say you're so sick. I don't know why.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm like sick in like the sickest sense of the word.
Oh, sick, dude.
But I'm healthy. I'm sick, yo.
How many different words do we have to describe that same exact vibe?
America loves its ill vibes. I think we jinxed ourselves.
And there we are. Well, we're going through Q&A, Gabe. So welcome on in.
Thanks, bruh.
How's the weather where you are?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. But the fire is so delightful.
Don't even have friends.
It's Christmas! It's Christmas!
Where to go?
Yeah. It doesn't snow.
Wow, why did that next line actually work so well? Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
know.
Well,
Yeah, the weather's nice here in Tucson. I was just flying. I was 2,000 feet high about an hour ago, and it's cold up there, but it's not so cold down on the ground.
Yeah.
well, good. Jack says five. He sent a super chat saying $5 for Gabe making me laugh. Ha ha.
Does that make me a
ha,
professional
ha, ha, ha.
comedian now?
Yes.
Because I got.
Oh yeah, you got paid.
Or
Yeah.
someone else who gets
Or
paid
Jeff
for
got paid.
getting
You're like my manager.
I'm your.
Jeff
I was
got
gonna say
paid.
pimp, but yeah.
Well, same thing. These days.
The experiences you've had. Oh man.
Yeah. Wink, wink. Manager.
So Sarah,
Yeah.
what other questions do we have on tap?
Let's see. Oziel asks, did you know that DreamWorks is still making a sequel to the Boss Baby with a trailer that's already been out? So yeah, they're making a sequel to Boss
Yep.
Baby.
It's weird.
So
Um,
another
Is it
baby.
like toddler?
okay. So I'm nervous. Like, I don't even know why I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. Like, I
Nervous,
don't care about Boss Baby. I just don't.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't. I don't think it was just forgettable for me. I didn't hate it, but like I just saw like a thing where it's like, now there's a girl Boss Baby,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't, just in my head, I was like, okay, what are they gonna?
What are they gonna do?
Yeah, like what's?
You know what's
What's
funny
the
to me is
conflict?
I think this second movie could have served better as a first film, actually.
Yeah.
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 Like something about reconnecting to your brotherly roots or something like that. I think that could have worked. And some weird magic that makes you get a kid again. But the Boss Baby thing, like that fictional universe, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me. We're getting like Amazon business people up in heaven. You know?
What I actually want is for DreamWorks to just stop making anything that's not How to Train Your Dragon or Kung Fu Panda. Just stop.
Oh yes, no, you're exactly
Shut
right.
up, Meg.
But they
Mine's great.
finished those series.
Oh no,
Megamind.
Megamind's really good. Megamind
Oh,
is
Megamind.
really
I've
good.
never seen that one. Yeah, I heard it's actually pretty good.
Oh my
Captain
gosh, Hero!
Captain
You
Underpants.
have to watch
Megamind.
Megamind.
Captain
It's so
Underpants was surprisingly good.
Yeah. Yeah. Captain
Yeah.
Underpants is good.
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt, you fool! How dare you?
No. They can make all of
good.
those. They can make all those 2D things again.
I don't mean
I'm
to
not gonna
play
lie.
this.
Yeah.
I
He
don't.
said
Well,
2D.
I don't want to strong arm anybody, but honestly, like if you're not
Your
waiting
arms
for
are- you
Shrek
couldn't.
9,
They're
then-
yeah, weak little arms.
okay, well,
Don't worry, you never will.
You never will. You suck.
well,
I'm not here for
Now,
Shrek.
Jax could strong arm any of us.
anyways, so I love the context that I'm missing from Nora Mermaid's super chat.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna read the last part first.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
Let me
just read
rephrase
all
that.
of it.
I'm gonna read the first part first. Why did I even clarify this? I'm gonna just read. Nora says, "Thank you, Gabe, for last night."
Hope I
Mm.
didn't scare you at all. Miss you and stay safe. Hugs. Also, do you like dinos?
Do you like dinos, Gabe?
Wow, man, out of context, this
That
is
has, that's not even, what context is that?
great. Crazy dino sex. Just kidding.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Nora also said, I hope I wasn't too loud."
Oh no.
Okay.
What did happen?
No, it was Nora's birthday yesterday, and so
Yeah.
I popped in on her stream and I said, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And it was cool. We chilled out. Lots of cool peeps on the stream. We just had a good time. And yes, I love dinosaurs. I find it very frustrating that we really have no idea what they look like, but it's cool that as our technology gets better, we learn more and more about them. Like in my lifetime, we learned that they most likely all had feathers and not scales, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you look at an ostrich foot, you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
But yeah, I also think, I mean, even when I was a kid, they thought dinosaurs were cold-blooded too. So it's like we just assumed
Yeah.
they were big reptiles. So it's neat.
Yeah,
to
the fossil at the museum in Raleigh called Willow. It's that's one of the fossils
The
that
little
has
guy?
a preserved. No, shut up.
Can I
No,
go home?
It's one of the fossils that has a fossilized heart. So
Yes,
that's
yeah,
that's how they learned about
well,
like,
even
how it
recently,
has like
they-
a heart that's more like a bird. Than
This
it is.
isn't the dinosaur nerd podcast.
Even recently, they found. Well, you know, who actually knows a lot about dinosaurs. Actually, is
Oh,
Claire.
Bill Nye.
Dr.
Yeah.
Alan
She's
Grant.
been on Dinosaur Train. She's been on Dinosaur Train for like 10 years, and she
Wait, like
knows
the
like every
show?
once in a while she'll say something like, "Oh yeah, the you know, well, oh yeah, this such and such dinosaur with its blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Well, how the heck?" do
Wow,
you know
really
about that?"
informative, apparently.
Yeah, that's a direct quote. And I'm like, wow, how do you know so much?
Oh, yeah,
Who are you
Gabe.
so wise in the ways of science? Yes,
Gabe, I wanted to tell you because I forgot it came out today. That you know the documentary Alien Planet, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, there's a series that came out on Netflix today called Alien Worlds, and it's basically that but a series.
Oh my gosh, I have to see that.
Aliens.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I've
watch it
been-
tomorrow.
That sounds amazing. I've been really addicted to this guy named Isaac Arthur on YouTube lately. He does really, really excellent like analysis of what humanity, if we become spacefaring, will look like in the next 100 to 10,000 years, and it really is like the most accurate, like well thought out like docu-series I've ever seen on that topic. He's got really great videos.
We got a super
What's the name of the
chat.
channel?
Huh?
So what was the name of the channel?
Oh, Isaac Arthur. Here, let me just type it in.
Not
Super
sure if I've
chat
seen
from
it before.
Anime
Might
Guy
have.
01. It says, I've been
Sure, hold on,
watching
let me-
Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney Plus. What's your favorite Spider-Man TV show from what you've seen? And I'm sure
Jax.
Oh my
I
God.
know.
Old
Jax Blade
man
already
Spider-Man
answered.
game.
Into the Spider-Verse.
It's not a TV show.
Yes, it is.
I literally have
Yeah, I
not
saw it on
seen
TV.
A Spider-Man
It's a TV show.
Jax said Spectacular is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Really? I can't imagine Jax would say that.
Speaking of GOAT, on Friday I have a stream for Billy Bust Up, the game I'm in. That was actually a really good segue. I think you'll all agree.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't think it was that good.
Dang it. It's about a goat.
I don't get it.
Yeah, definitely 1970s Spider-Man is the best, hands down.
Jax said,
I need
After-
those memes,
after-
man.
After seeing Spectacular, I'd have to say Spectacular. It's really good.
what about before? That's right.
Yeah.
Well, before I hadn't really seen that. I had only seen the '90s Spider-Man. That's what I grew up with.
I think the best Spider-Man that
Yeah.
I've ever seen,
You've seen a Spider-Man?
As far as
film?
series,
Steve Irwin.
Oh.
Crocodile Hunter. Oh my gosh, I cried so much when he died.
Yeah.
I think he held a spider once, and which makes him a Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
I recall
Oh yeah,
watching
bird-eating spider.
an episode of Crocodile Hunter where like he got bit by a croc, but like the croc pulled him into the water, and that's where I learned that if a croc ever bites you, you don't pull back. I mean, if a croc's biting you, you're probably dead to begin with. But like your best chance is to not pull back because that's naturally what animals do. But you fall in on top of its head, and you have a chance of like freaking it out of your body falling on top of its head. And it's like, what the hell? That's not supposed to happen because it's expecting you to pull back. And so
Yeah,
you
it,
get
these animals, their instinct is designed to be triggered by the common reaction of any kind of prey.
Mhm.
So one thing that I actually knew someone who had their
It's like
arm
Twitter.
bitten off by a crocodile, and the way that it did it is it bit her arm, and she froze, and nothing happened. Then she yanked, and it instantly started rolling, and it twisted her arm off.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Wow, that's great.
The end.
So C.284 has a super chat. What is your favorite Christmas treat?
Eggnog.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I love eggnog so much.
That's right, you do. You like pound that stuff.
Dude, I pound it like it was my
Yeah.
sister. Wow, what am I?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, Claire's not here to keep me in
I
check.
could hear your brain going. "Rrr, rrr, rrr." like you just.
I'm sorry.
That was your brain engine just overflowing with like.
I know. Like, and then of course it just draws at random the worst thing I could have said. I guess I could have said puppy, but
Oh, man.
I can't tell if that's better or worse.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
There's like all these red sights coming through the window right now, just like lasering in on Gabe's laptop.
And in the background we hear donk 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 donk.
Good lord.
That's
Well,
Sweet Home Alabama.
My favorite Christmas tradition is getting lots and lots of stuff. So much stuff. I love
But what's
stuff.
your favorite Christmas treat?
Stuff.
I was.
Treats. So raspberry bars. Actually, my mom used to make those before the war, and she made these raspberry bars, and they're really good. And I know they're really, really good. I'll
Was
share
that
them
a
with you.
train whistle?
That was my dad making weird. My dad, he every once in a while, he's like, it's not weird enough. I need to do something crazy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
watching the stream downstairs and heard your sister comment.
He's like, I knew it.
I was gonna say, my my favorite Christmas treat, I get it every year, are the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
So
Oh,
you
those are
gain
good.
1,000
Yes,
pounds
yes.
every time you eat one? Yes,
Yeah.
gotcha.
They are
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good though.
Yeah, they're
So
delicious.
They taste like they have too much wax on them.
Is that why they taste good?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. If I want wax, I'll just eat a candle.
Have you eaten a candle before?
Hey,
Jay?
candles-
I
good
actually
snack.
have eaten a candle before.
I don't even know
I-
why I asked. You've done everything.
It was
so,
a long time ago. I was like 25 or something. and-
Yeah.
Just kidding. I was a kid. But the birthday candles looked
Oh,
really
you're
good.
25. Gotcha.
I ate half a birthday candle just because I wanted to see, and I chewed it and I swallowed it because it didn't taste bad. It just had a very odd texture, but it reminded me of those little wax bottle, like
Candies,
soda bottle
yeah.
things you could get.
Yeah.
I used to chew those all the time, so it's just like it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
What is there anything you haven't eaten?
No.
Last night on a stream about like, because Race is a picky eater, Paleo's a picky eater.
I can't believe Jeff's a picky eater.
Oh, right. He's like, oh, the thing might have been in contact with a fish. I don't want to look at it.
No, I'm not a picky eater. I ate a lot of weird things when I was in the Navy. I tried to eat like something, from every country I went to, and man, people eat some.
Some stuff.
They eat some stuff. If
It's not
anyone's
that
never
time.
tried balut, you have to try balut. Though the grossest thing I ever ate was stinky tofu. I
By the way,
don't understand how people can like that. The ultimate acquired taste.
Saber, I think your clock's 2 minutes slow.
It's a grandfather.
Oh.
Give us some slack.
Oh, got him.
No, I
Yeah, Jax.
You know,
yeah.
Jax is like dying of laughter right now.
Why doesn't Jax join in? I love his contributions. He's so funny.
You know what's funny is I actually I think he stepped away because we were talking about DuckTales
DuckTales.
earlier and
And we were like, oh, Jack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
um,
Now, man, now. No, I don't want to hear any spoilers, man.
Okay.
My favorite thing that he does is whenever like someone says a pun that he doesn't immediately get, but then he like picks it up and he does
yeah,
like
then
the
he does-
slow laugh. Like
the Christina laugh.
Yeah. Oh my
just
god.
gets laughter.
My favorite thing
Like,
is
I'm so curious. Like when he gets the pun, like when he's at the part, like, did he not fully get it yet? Or like,
Yeah, it's
he just
still
getting
going.
it more over
It's
time.
buffering.
Dude,
It's so endearing.
my favorite
It's
Jack
fantastic.
mannerism is when he's saying something and he quickly wraps up his thoughts. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the wax lift, yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, I'm working out, and that's what I think, man. That's what I think.
I can't finish that one. The new
Done,
thought's
yeah.
forming.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
This has
Just
turned
put
into a
something
Jack's
about
Blade
myself on
roast.
this one.
I
Jack's
I
Blade,
know,
yeah.
I know.
I know what you mean.
I
And that's that thing. So yeah, man.
That's right there. He does that. I love that. He like immediately cuts it off. Like, boom, we're done. And I'm like, oh, we're done.
Just like I'm done
Welcome to the
talking
Jack's
about
Blade
this now.
Appreciation Podcast.
Jack's is probably laughing right now. Go, you fuckers! Like,
well, I mean, honestly, when you guys were talking about strange things to eat, I was going to bring up that Jax still tops the list. That he ate the Stretch Armstrong goo that wasn't like that. To me, is like,
Oh, that's cornstarch though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just like.
but how do you find that out? Like
I don't know. I knew
You're
somehow.
tasting it. I think like the toy manufacturers knew that kids would break it and try to eat it.
That's probably true. You got to make it
Instead of making it
untouchable
taste
if you
good,
want
they
to
made it
play
taste
with
like
it.
Also, like for real, who here has not tried Play-Doh? I mean, like I've
Oh,
eaten
yeah.
Play-Doh.
it's salty.
I mean, it's super salty though.
Yeah, everyone's eaten Play-Doh. It's like they
Is
make
that-
it so you don't die.
that's a
Yeah.
human thing, though, because like
Okay.
kids put things in their mouth. That's what the kids do. They're stupid, and that's the way for them to
Yeah, you ever
not
like
only kids
put
do
coins
that.
in your mouth and then spit them out?
Oh, I used to have coin.
As
Okay,
a
so
kid,
here's
yeah.
something. I'm an idiot, but I bought
God.
about 10 trillion neodymium magnet balls.
Oh yeah.
They were illegal for a long time because kids were swallowing them and it was pinching in their intestines and they were
What? Kids were swallowing those?
Yes.
That's awful.
So the way that they, and I found this out the hard way because I'm still an infant in my head, the way that they deter kids from doing that is they put this horrible, spicy, nasty taste on them. And it took me a
Oh,
long
like what
time.
Nintendo did with the Switch games. Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch games terrible.
Why would they do that? But anyway, it took. I was able to wash it off, so I can.
I just always wonder if the Stretch Armstrong is part of Jack's Blade's cheat day meals, where he's just like lights a candle,
Dude,
has Stretch
I'm so
Armstrong
hungry.
sitting on the other side of the table.
Here, real fast. When I was a kid, I had a Game Boy, and for whatever reason, like when the batteries ran low, in my stupid child brain, I thought I had a way to magically recharge them.
Oh, no.
Like taking the AA batteries out of the back of the Game Boy,
Oh man.
gargling them in my mouth, like gargling AA batteries, spitting out my nasty ass shirt and drying them off, and then putting them back in. I'm like, it works. I can recharge batteries with my saliva. And I told my mom that,
better
she
with your butt.
screamed. She's like,
And then I died.
yeah, right. My mom's like, hey, how are you not stupid? Well,
How are you not?
how are you
How are you not stupid?
how are you not dead? Yeah.
So, yeah, that was dumb.
Uh,
I genuinely did that. I have no idea how I'm still alive.
Jack sent a super chat saying, "I can explain race," and then he said, "How
I
dare."
want him to. I would love to know, cause like I kind of want to try a Stretch Armstrong goo now.
Jax, why
Yeah,
don't you
no.
come in here real quick? We'll finish off the podcast this way. And if you want, that is, Mr. Blade.
Mr. Blade.
We'll see if.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
So what the hell, Jax? Explain.
Okay, look. All right, I was a stupid little kid. I ate a bunch of stupid shit as a kid, like a bunch of very dangerous stuff. Like I think I had that freaking Pika disease because I would just eat shit like my bed and walls and all that shit.
Wait,
But like
you
the spectrum-
actually eat?
yeah, I actually ate. I swallowed it. That was like a little street shark. I would like break shit off the walls and like swallow it. Like yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
eat your
so-
bed?
I gnawed on it and I was
I
just
did
like,
that.
oh.
I used to chew on my
I
bed.
chewed on
And
my
then I was
mom's
just like, oh,
purse.
No, you know what it was? It was fucking it was either
Damn.
Lady and the Tramp or Gopher from Winnie the Pooh because he made like wood look tasty, and I was like, oh that shit, I'm gonna
Angry
fucking do
Beavers?
You are me.
Angry
That is-
Beavers too. Yes.
The Lickety
Yes.
Split? Oh my god, I want to
Yo,
get that.
Rickety Splits look god dang good. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then like fucking Land Before Time had like freaking
Tree
leaves
stars.
look great.
Oh
I
my
would
God,
eat
I
the
get
leaves
tree
because
stars.
of Spike. That scene where Spike eats
Spike-
all the leaves in his egg nest thing, I was like, I need grass right now.
Yeah.
That's the most delicious thing I've
It looks
seen.
amazing. Like cartoon food looks amazing, but like the Stretch Armstrong thing was pretty much just I was playing with a toy and then it broke because I guess I pulled it too hard, and I was just like, yo, what is this shit? And then like me being a stupid kid, I just like licked it. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then like I don't know, someone just came over, I ripped that shit open and ate it like a zombie, and I just started sucking it up, and I was just like, okay. Then I just went and ripped up the rest of them in my room. So there was like these like carcasses of Stretch Armstrong corpses just
you
like in my
didn't
room.
taste it. You ate.
Yeah,
a Stretch,
I like freaking ripped that shit open. I just like
Dude.
started sucking it up like it was like
It
this
was more than
sugary
one.
goo. It was just
Yeah,
it was,
it was corn. It's corn syrup.
yeah, it was delicious. So I like did that, and then like I just became like for like years I just sort of kept doing it and like saying, "Oh mom, my thing broke because the dog my because I used to have a bulldog back in England." So I was like, "Oh, Harley, that was his name. He like ripped it. I don't know what happened." So that would happen. So we just throw away. She would think like my dog kept getting into him. But like I remember my friend got mad because I ate his because he left it in my house. He's still like,
Dude,
Jesus.
Hey, you're like, I can explain, and then you make the story like 10 times crazier. I can explain. I didn't taste it. I ate 12 Stretch Armstrong.
That shit was good, man. That I don't know how that was fucking delicious. It was just like a thing you just rip it open, suck it, the sugary goo, and then like and then I think they just they stopped making them or something like that, or they started doing a bunch of other stuff to them. Wait, no,
Yeah,
wait, no, there was one that I didn't like it tasted bitter, and I was like, oh fuck this, and then I stopped eating them, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Dude, I had the same problem with Brazil nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to love those, and then I had a rotten one, and I was like, never again.
Oh
It's not
yeah,
a
yeah.
joke. It's not even funny. It just happened.
Well, no, it's like cause like have you ever eaten like this is gross, like charcoal? Like charcoal is not the brick ones, but like the soft ones. Like if you bite into it, it's like a soft rock. But then there was one time I bit into it and there was like this stuff in it, and I was like, it's disgusting. So I never did.
Wow,
Charcoal?
Jax. I can honestly say I've never taken a bite out of charcoal.
You're just eating
But
carbon.
you are fascinating. Yeah, it's carbon. It's about as
I
good as
guess
you
so.
can get.
Straight up eating carbon.
I mean, it was tasty. Or whatever. What? Coal or something? Was it charcoal?
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. It was some. Yeah. It was like a soft rock, and I bit into it, and it was like, yeah, it was weird. The
Well,
first ones were
Hey,
good.
you know what? You're a pioneer. This is how humans learned what they could eat. People like you who went around
I shouldn't
eating
have
coal
eaten
and
that.
Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, it was terrible.
We got another super chat actually from Fritz Roll asking, to everyone but Paleo, thoughts on Wolfwalkers. That film helped me get back to the theaters and do movie reviews again after a 7-month absence. I haven't seen
So
Wolfwalkers.
pretty.
I
It's
also
so
have not seen it,
pretty.
and I actually have to go, so I will take my leave
Uh-oh.
on this one.
Uh-oh. Someone heard
So-
your
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Wait, was that the one with the Wolverine girl?
Yeah. Or I mean,
I have not seen.
yeah.
I don't know.
She had like this.
I'm trying not to
big
spoil
rabbit
anything.
hair. She had like this big rabbit hair.
Yeah.
Raditz? What is Raditz's hair look like again?
Yes. It's the redheaded girl with the long hair. She looks like a Sonic character with
Yeah.
how it's curved. Yeah, it's
The
from
rabbit
Cartoon,
hair, yeah.
Cartoon Saloon, Song of the Sea. It's magnificent.
But her hair doesn't have spikies in it at all. It's just like luscious.
Spiky.
It's long.
It just reminds me of Raditz.
Okay, that's fair, but yeah. It's very pretty. I know it's not just French animation, but I call it French animation because it helps me differentiate between like French and Japanese and American animation.
Oh yeah. I know
Like,
what you mean.
but like I know it's like Luxembourg and also like partially
Ireland.
American, but like yeah, it's a lot of different people. But I love French animation because it just looks so different
Mhm.
than like not to say like all American animation looks the same, not even close, but like there's like a general theme going on in cartoons right now and in movies kind of right now.
Yeah.
Anime kind of has its, this general look, and French animation is like we don't look anything like that. Entirely different, and it's
cool. I like that.
so refreshing and
Right.
pretty.
Wait, just for the heads up, like, are you implying Wolfwalkers is French?
I know it was partially worked on in France. I like I said, I know it's not exclusively
It's Irish.
French. I know, yeah, there's Irish and Luxembourg and France and England, I think, maybe also worked on it. It's like a
Oh
conglomeration.
wow. I'm watching.
There's like a lot of different places.
Yeah, but Tom Moore is the director, and he's Irish.
Right, and he's Irish. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I haven't seen
It
it.
looks like a book.
But is there a place that it's streaming online, like officially, or?
It'll be streaming on Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
Well, it looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame a little bit.
TV. Well, that was fun. Sarah, what do you say? Is that a wrap of the Semi-Perfect Podcast?
I'll think so.
All right. Well, thank you, of course, to all of our podcasters. And
Oh yeah, I wanted to say something before.
nope.
we-
No. What's up, Paleo?
DuckTales is sad, but I understand. That's all I'll say.
Oh.
So during the podcast, I was actually working on some lists, and I made a list on Letterboxd, which is a site that people use to keep up with movies. I made
Keep up with
like,
what?
Movies?
Keep up with movies.
I thought I
Um,
heard,
I heard
something.
movies too.
Boobies.
I made 5 separate lists of every animated movie that theatrically released in the U.S. So you can check out those lists if you want.
And
Wow.
as far as content goes, Sarah, we have so on Ready Player Dumb, we continue to have videos coming out every day.
Yeah.
But Sarah, we have a special video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, another highlight video. We've been trying to get those out. I don't know when the next one will be, but yeah, there's a highlight video coming out tomorrow. About it's Resident Evil based. We did a spooks and scares, and now this one's more like focused on Daddy Jack Baker in the game. We had a lot of fun with Jack Baker.
Yeah, specific interactions with Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy.
So something to keep an eye on.
And
Anyone
also,
else?
We're we're doing a stream Friday.
Oh shoot, we're doing a stream Friday.
Yeah, we're playing Oregon Trail.
Yes, and for go on.
It's not Oregon Trail, but Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail?
We're doing the zombie
Oregon
apocalypse
Trail.
version of Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've played that before. It's fun.
Yeah.
And
It's fun. It's fun, like having your friends like named in there. It's
Yeah.
great.
so what we're gonna do is for this specific one, because it's a Patreon stream, we're gonna be for any of our patrons that are
Active in the chat.
active in the chat, we're gonna have them be a part of it. And what we'll probably do at some point is a follow-up with the game where we do pull in some friends and maybe have a podcast about it and have some fun with it there too. But yeah, so if you aren't already, you could become a Patreon. A patron. You can become a patron
on our Patreon.
On our Patreon page, Ready Player Done. And like we said, we'll be having fun with our viewers with that on Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, same time this started. Anyone else got any stuff they want to promote before we go?
Yes, I have a live stream on Friday for Billy Bust Up, and then I have another live stream next Friday for Has-Been Hotel.
Nice.
And the details are on Twitter.
Very
And
nice.
that's all I gotta do.
Alrighty. Well, again,
Oh, I have a new mic, by the way.
Nice.
Can you tell? It's
Come
a Northern
Nice.
TLM 103.
man.
It's really sexy.
Ooh. Wow.
Well, we'll see
Okay.
you all again on the 16th.
Wait,
What?
let's have Gabe thank everybody for watching.
Thank you very much for watching the podcast. This is Semi-Perfect Podcast. We are your hosts, Black Griffin, ACRacebest, Saberspark, Jack's Knife, and Toodles.
Toodles. And of course, thanks to Laura. She was here earlier. Hirosashii.
Laura, Hero
Paleo.
Sandwich.
And thank you to all of our live viewers, all those listening on delay. Like Sarah
You
said,
didn't
we'll
say
be back-
me.
I said Paleo.
Dolphin boy.
Ocean Stone.
We'll be back in 2 weeks on the 16th of December.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking Christmas on that one. So we'll see you all there. Thank you again for watching. We're the Semi-Perfect Podcast. And remember, that's it.
Damn ponies.
Remember
Good night.
to poop. If you don't poop, you'll get constipated and die. Goodbye.
Bye.